Welcome back to Sled Head 24/7. Right now, we're getting ready to talk to this year's podium finishers, but first, check this out. The first ever next trick competition at X Games was supposed to be dominated by Levi Lavalle's double backflip. But a failed landing gave Dane Ferguson the chance to sneak in and steal the gold medal.
Been short and on the surface, I gotta say. I had 3 competitors that came out trying to do tricks they had never landed before, and it was gonna be the first time to accomplish it. I ran into some bad luck, and so I reverted back to an old trick I've been doing for 3 years. It's the worst version of it I've ever done, but it was good enough for this competition. I feel really lucky that I walked away with it this weekend.
Isn't there a story behind it?
Yeah, well, first off, the first thing that made me do it is one day out at Turning Pass up in Alaska, where I'm from. I was riding with a buddy of mine, Christoph von Alvensleben and Kyle Ambrose, and they were out just doing these really sick whips, and I was having a hard time trying to keep up with them, you know, the whole one-upsmanship thing, and I started getting real frustrated after a couple crashes, and I decided I was going to flip into this and whip out of it. And it worked out that day, and then, you know, so when I had to, well, I feel really proud that I could get the gold medal while dedicating the trick to my buddy. Unfortunately, one of my buddies passed away, that kid Christoph. He passed away last spring in an avalanche up at Turningen, you know, just several hundred yards from the spot where I learned that whip. But nonetheless, you know, I started thinking about it, thought it'd be pretty fitting just to throw an off-axis flip is what we were calling it before, but he got the nickname Twist Off, I got the nickname Flapjack. We didn't like either one of them. I got to name the trick after my buddy, and the way all that played out. And I think that's deserving of a gold medal.
A great result for an effort that had the feeling of being kind of last minute.
We spent a month in Colorado just wrenching and wrenching on my sled, and I was at Electric Mountain Lodge training with another rider, actually a competitor, Jeff Mullen. He's a factory Yamaha rider, and he was he did all he could to get one of these factory sleds signed into his name so that he could loan it to me to compete against him at X Games. Jeff Mullen's one heck of a competitor, Yamaha is one heck of a team, but man, I got on this thing and I rode this sled around the parking lot for maybe 10 minutes, rode just a little bit of gas out of it, and went out and I hucked 2 off-axis flips, and I was just so surprised at how much power that thing got out of the hole, how much the power to weight ratio and how fast that thing flipped around, and I was just dumbfounded. I mean, like, it sounds like it's not going to go fast, and then all of a sudden I was like up in the air, and that thing definitely can do anything that my 2-stroke can do, and I'm just amazed by the Yamaha. I'm just totally stoked on the team, and Jeff Mullen totally helped me out.
Let's do one thumb wrestle.
Oh, why?
Good question, never mind. Thanks so much, Dane. You rule. Best of luck to you again. Congratulations. In the freestyle finals, Joe Parsons took home the gold, Justin Hoyer won silver, and Heath Frisbee won bronze. All right, we won't make you wait any longer for the evening's main event. The Snocross final definitely exceeded its great expectations. As Tucker Hibbert ran away with gold, a nail-biting battle for the final 2 podium spots took place. Skidoo pilot Robbie Malinowski hounded Dan Ebert for 14 laps until finally he was able to pass him and secure the silver medal. Ebert held up a hard-charging Levi Lavalle to secure 3rd. Let's hear from the winners. Mr. Dan Ebert, everyone, now your 2009 Winter X Games medalist. How does that feel? Even saying it to me gives me chills.
It is absolutely unbelievable. It's crazy. Like, my goal, I was telling all my buddies and my crew and my family, I'm just like, when I go out there, I'm going to try and make the final, because it's my 3rd year out here and I haven't made the final, and if I can make the final, everything else is just going to be golden from there. And then got a great start. Can't thank Steve Hool enough at Speedworks and all of the Speedworks crew. I saw Robbie come in and I tried to battle with him a little bit, but I knew if I pushed it any harder, I was going to get out of shape and crash. So I'm just like, all right, you just need to calm, take a deep breath, breathe, you can do this, and then just rode it home.
All right, everybody, Mr. Robbie Malinowski, now 2009 Silver X Games medalist. Talk to me about it from your perspective.
It was a good start. I knew Tucker was going to be fast, so he got out front right away, and he checked out. But you know, me and Dan started battling, and he got around me, and it was a fun race.
Now let's talk about that battle. Did you know? Was there a time where you were like, I kind of know I had this, or could you even believe it when you passed him?
Yeah, no, I figured I had a couple lines coming down the hill and going up the hill that I was starting to make time on Dan with, and I knew if I could get close enough to him, you know, I could kind of maybe put a little pressure on him to force a mistake or something, and kind of happened and worked out my way. So.
The man, everybody, Mr. Robbie Malinowski, silver medalist. Congratulations. Mr. Tucker Hibbert, now your 2009 Winter X Games gold medalist. You've done it again. You've won every single race this year. Talk to me about how you're feeling.
I'm just pumped, man. I don't know what to say. This year's been one heck of a ride, and I'm pumped, man. This is what we've been working for all year. All those other races, man, I really wanted to win, but this is the one that we wanted, and we've been working hard for it.
Now, Tucker, it looked like it was so easy for you out there. Was there any time out there where you didn't know? I mean, it just looked so easy.
You know, I didn't know on the start was a little hairy. We were all pretty even going in there, and then there was a skidoo on my right, and we almost got together coming through the first rhythm. And you know, I was just pushing real hard to keep gap and to let off. I wanted to keep going, and it was fun. Well, some little kid told me at the last couple of races just to ride it like I stole it, so that's what I do.